Hello, and welcome to a special Friday edition of Wisdom Wednesday. My name is Robin Finney. I am your Oracle, Intuitive, and Authenticity Guide. And each week I come live to you to bring you a message that will support you with where you are right now. So I'm coming to you on Friday because if you've been following me, then you know that I had oral surgery last Friday. And I'm feeling really good now. I still have a little bit of swelling in my mouth, but for the most part, the pain has subsided, and I was having trouble like talking for long periods of time afterwards. So I took a break this Wednesday. So I wanted to come to you before the end of the week so that you could still get your wisdom from our oracles. So today we're gonna change it up since we're changing up the day for Wisdom Wednesday. I'm also gonna change it up and pull from 3 different decks. So I'm still gonna pull 3 messages. So I invite you, if you're watching live or catching the replay, to take a moment and tune in and just ask yourself what message will support you most with where you are right now. And then tune in and say the first number that comes to you, 1, 2, or 3. And that will be your message for today. So tune in, and I'll give you a second as I lean in and go ahead and start. Okay, so for my number ones, I'm going to tune in and see what message wants to come. And for my number ones, your message is from the Sacred Rebels. And if you chose number 1, this is collaborative dreaming. And actually, if you tuned in last month, you may recall that this message came up for that. So if that resonated and hit you then it could be showing up for a reason again and pinging you and asking you like, ooh, where can you collaborate in your life and in your business? And where are you holding back from that? So that is your message. So we're going to go to our oracle and see what the message is. So for my number ones, collaborative dreaming. Your heart is big enough to dream not only for yourself, but for a new humanity. Imagine a world that is healed with respect and understanding and with community that fosters life. Even your dreams that relate to you alone will contribute positively to the greater good because that is the nature of your heart. Your heart naturally and intelligently cooperates in a grand scheme of loving creativity, working to heal the hearts of the world. The heart creates win-win situations that benefit the individual and the collective. You are being asked to honor your growing desire to co-create with conscious, like-minded people. Your collaborative dreaming is a heart-shaped win-win, bringing mutual enhancement to yourself and others. The heart wants to love and be loved. Working with others creatively is a way to allow the heart to grow. It is a chance for you to learn how to honor yourself and others, to find the ways to live and let live simply by growing and strengthening your active trust in your heart's guidance. And you are being asked to bear the rough patches that can happen when you work creatively with others. Ideas might clash and there may be friction, particularly if you have different ways of working. Sometimes big dreams need more fire to ignite them into reality. More fire might require more friction along the creative path. It is not meant to be a permanent condition, just an aspect of the creative process from which you can learn something useful, if you wish. Your guidance is to embrace any experiences of friction or tension within yourself or as you work with another with compassion, detachment, and tolerance. This oracle is guiding you to stay in your integrity, honor what you feel, and remember why you chose to open up to group endeavors in the first place, especially if the group involvement becomes complex or challenging. Call on unconditional love each day and evening. It only takes a moment to do. I call in unconditional love. Please help me and guide me in this project. You are going through this experience, or will be in the near future, because you are part of a new learning program for humanity. This learning program is taking place at a spiritual level, and it requires highly individualistic and creative people to learn to work with each other without compromising who they are in order to reach a common and creative goal. It is wonderful, important, and challenging creative and spiritual work. You need a strong sense of self to be able to engage in the process and not lose your voice during the journey. You need a strong enough sense of self to be flexible and know when to bend rather than break. You have to intuit what is going to be a good heart-inspired sacrifice for the greater good, and when you will need to stay true to your own voice for the greater good. Only the heart can guide you on these matters, and others may not always agree with your instincts and vice versa. This is part of the challenge of staying present so that the friction created can be channeled into creative energy rather than lost in emotional turmoil. This oracle comes with particular guidance for you at this phase of your life path and creative journey. You are no longer to think of yourself as the lone wolf. Yes, you have your unique path to tread, but you now have tasks to accomplish for your own growth and the greater good that require more than a one-man band. You will still do your own work, of course. However, others are on the way to help you. There is only so much a single drop of water can do on its own, though it is precious. Together, those drops become a wave and make a considerable impact in the world. You are part of a wave of loving consciousness, and you are meant to be exploring collaborative dreams, healing relationships, and conscious communities. Some connections will be short-lived and perhaps involve some learning experiences you were hopeful of never needing to repeat. Others will be longer-term loves. Either way, you will emerge more of yourself and more in connection with the world that wants your ideas, presence, and energy. So if you chose number 1, you are a sacred rebel, and your message is collaborative dreaming. So I invite you to look in your own life and in your business. Where can you collaborate? Where can you find like-minded individuals and souls that you can partner with and bring your dreams to reality? So that's for my number 1s. For my number 2s, we're pulling from the wisdom of the oracle. So we'll see what message wants to come for my number 2s today. Ooh, I don't know that I've gotten this one before. So for my number 2s, the message is thinker. It's always fun when I've had a deck for many years and haven't pulled a message. So we'll see what shows up for this one. All right, for my number 2s out there, your message is thinker. Strategy being analytical and logical. The oracle's message. The ability to reason and strategize is the focus now. Take things at face value and follow the logical path. Your calculations will prove to be correct, for in this moment there is no deeper meaning than what is obvious. Things are exactly as they seem. You have all the information you need. Keep it simple and you will win the game of life you're playing right now. And the relationship message. Love is not logical, but when you choose a partner, it is good to have things in common other than desire. This is the time to weigh the pros and cons of your partnership. If there is enough common ground, go for it. If not, there are other fish in the sea. Don't force it to work. And should others tell you who they are, take them at their word. Now is not the time to indulge in a fantasy. No matter what, in this case, the facts are the facts. And the prosperity message, calculated action is called for now. It's important to sit down and plan a strategy. Focus on the steps you're going to take to claim your prosperous life. Lists are your friend now. So get out your journal. Write down what you're going to do today to signal to the universe that you're serious about attracting abundance. Your plans and strategies will yield wonderful results. Remember, your most effective strategic partner is spirit. You will win this game, and your triumph will be for the highest good of all. So for my number 2s, your message today is thinker. So I invite you to tune in and just really take some time to strategize and be a bit logical here. So make a list, and you can tune into your heart space to guide you on what is on that list, and then tune into the strategizing part of you that will help you bring that list to reality and into action. Okay, and finally, for my number 3s out there, we're pulling from the Love Your Inner Goddess Oracle. We'll tune in and see what message wants to come today. So for my number 3s, Magdalene, you're stronger than you think. You can experience a feeling of being completely reborn, like a mythical phoenix rising from the ashes of what once was, the past completely burned away. It is not about forgetting the past, but it is the reality that the past doesn't have any hold over you. You are being given a spiritual blessing from deep within your heart to cast off anything and everything, without exception, from the past that does not bring you peace. The universe wants to take it from you, so let it go. There is now a brand new you, clean, fresh, and ready to start again with the protective grace of the divine all around you and within you, shining bright and true. And the spiritual guidance. The divine feminine spirit in you needs to feel cherished, adored, loved, and worshipped for all that she is, for all that she offers. She has so much love to give from her heart through the intimate sharing of her innermost self, through connection, touch, and the sacred pleasure of her body. She knows that expressions of love through the body are a sacred gift of high value and worthy of appreciation and respect. They are not to be demanded or taken for granted, abused or criticized in any way. Some who lack wisdom may try to shame her and judge her gifts of physical love. Some may claim that they are owed her gifts of love and say that she must provide them on demand. Maybe they threaten to withdraw their love otherwise, to harm or reject you, or try to justify their behavior with their rights, legal or otherwise. That is always, without exception, unacceptable and a blasphemy against the goddess. You are a sister of Magdalene, a priestess of love upon this earth. You are worthy of respect, and you have the power to assert your value, your purity, and your grace, no matter what has been or may be, no matter whether others understand or agree with you. You know that dignity is always your divine decree. You need only claim it for yourself. So for my number 3s out there, your message is from the Love Your Inner Goddess today, and your message is Magdalene. So this is a beautiful message, especially going into this weekend with the full moon. So let it go. If you've been hanging on to something from your past that's not bringing peace into your life, really just release it and let it go and trust that you are stronger than you think, and you have within you those deep desires, and you have that innate ability to live a life of pleasure and really receive in ways that feel good for you. So that's for my number 3s. So this was a special Friday edition of Wisdom Wednesday. So thank you to those of you who joined live. And if you're catching the replay, I would love to hear in the comments how the messages relate to you and resonate for you right now. And as always, if you love Wisdom Wednesday and you want to keep me fueled and going, I would love it if you would buy me a coffee. I've also dropped in the description a link to join the waitlist for the upcoming Intro to Oracle Cards course, which I'm turning into a DIY course so that you can do it on your own and on your own timing. This has been Wisdom Wednesday. I'm Robin Finney, and I hope that you have a wonderful weekend. Take care.